Oh, that's much better. Much better. I don't have that light distortion anymore, that big vertical streak. Get those all the time. In my rather cockeyed videos, well then, first things first. Now, I should have brought it. Oh, there it is. Not the most stable. Oh, here. That'll do. Oh, fucking hell. My two favorite lady actors, Gong Li and Salma Hayek. Two quite beautiful women, no doubt. Very talented. Now, of course, she was phenomenal in her voluptuousness. Married to a man about 40 or 50 years older than she was. Some Texas oil tycoon, I believe. Salma married to somebody, film producer or some such person as that, I believe. The celebrity actors quite often marry one another. I mean, after all, they're around each other frequently, and they have the same interests to a considerable extent on some occasions. They're working on the same film. They have a mutual interest in the film's reception afterwards, after they're done making it. It's released. What many people have commented on is the extent to which film penetrates into our cultural life. And into the ways in which we believe human beings are living or ought to live. It pretty much has superseded every other media form, such as radio or stage plays, for example, which don't reach a huge audience unless they're filmed, and some are. For example, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Originally a stage play, and then it was filmed. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton starred in it, along with George Siegel, who played the assistant history professor, I believe. And Sandy Dennis played his mousy wife, who Virginia browbeat. Of course, she browbeat everyone. Just as I would expect Elizabeth Taylor often browbeated the people who worked with her, who were her employees, you might say. Although most of them were employees of the film company, but nonetheless she was prima donna, and she started in film when she was young, maybe, what, 8, 9 years old, in National Velvet. That was her first film when she was a child. So, she was a child actor, and there are a number of those. Kurt Russell is another one. Ron Howard, another one. Of course, he went into directing. The list goes on, and now Clint Eastwood's daughter, she's become an actor. She's in film. I've always wondered if Natasha Kinski was Klaus Kinski's daughter. I don't know, but they're both actors. They may be related. I don't know. There are a lot of famous pairings. That's from some porn site. That's, of course, Madonna. Free spirit Madonna, for sure. Yes, the free spirit, which arose in the mid to late 60s, flourished in the early 70s, and then subsided into kind of a narcissistic habit. In the 80s and the 90s, we all like to give every decade its characteristic title, you know. And Tom Wolfe described the me generation to the 1970s, I believe. Quite a famous author, that Tom Wolfe. All the Right Stuff, Bonfire of the Vanities, Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test, and all this. Now, Ken Kesey, who was the principal real actor in Wolfe's journal piece, The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test, Kesey formed a group he called the Merry Pranksters, and they went around and gave LSD to everybody. And despite all that, or maybe his novel writing preceded it, but he wrote 2 very good novels. Of course, one is known by everybody, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and the other is Sometimes a Great Notion, which was also made into a film starring Henry Fonda, Paul Newman, and Michael Sarrazin. And I think Lee Remick is in it too. But after that, he kind of disappeared from the literary scene altogether and remained unpublished for some time. And comparatively recently, he's published a collection of stories. I thought Kesey was marvelously descriptive of the Oregon countryside, its dense foliage and all that. And Margaret Atwood is another writer, Canadian, who in one of her earliest books gives an account of a girl who rebels against her parents and wanders off into the woods and becomes entangled in all the foliage, and that's the end of the book. She's entangled in this foliage. Margaret Atwood. Like Doris Lessing she inclined towards science fiction later on in her writing career. And like Doris Lessing, she was very much a proponent for women's rights, which in terms of the amendment to the Constitution never got anywhere thanks to Phyllis Schlafly, something like that. Schlafly, whatever. She was a practicing attorney from Utah, and of course she came fully equipped with all the conservatism you might expect from someone from Utah, and she built quite a movement in opposition to the Equal Rights Amendment, and it came close to being ratified, but fell a couple of states short thanks to Phyllis Schlafly's tireless campaigning. Let me get that out of there. It's just still settings, goddammit. Who's in pictures? Oh fuck, it's still there. Oh, we're up to 16.5 minutes. Yeah. Okay, let's see now.
Ago, I come into this life, the son of a woman and a man who lived in strife. He was tired of being poor.
Hieronymus Bosch.
And he wasn't into selling door to door.
His famous trip stitch.
And he worked like the devil to be more.
I read that it was painted on wood. It's a rather spooky mural of perdition.
Night after sleepless night, I walk the floor and want to know why
am I so alone?
Where is my woman? Can I bring her home? Have I driven her away? Is she gone? Morning comes the sunrise and I'm driven to my bed. I see that it is empty and there's devils in my head. I
Embrace the many-colored beast.
I grow weary of the torment, can there be no peace?
I grow weary of the torment, can there be no peace? I find myself just wishing that my life would simply cease.
Tables and glass, first fall was moon. Now watch the sun. on the door set me thinking. Our waitresses paying the price of their waking, while stars sit at bars and decide what they're drinking. They drop by to die 'cause it's faster than sinking. Too late to keep the change, too late to pay, no time to stay the same. Too late to keep the change, too late to pay, no time to stay the same, too young to leave. Find out that now was the answer to answers that you gave later. She did the things that we both did before now, but who